Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist and Spiritual Teacher here. Well, I just had my 66th birthday yesterday, and I feel like 20. And that's, now kidding aside, that's really the truth. I feel great, and I'm going to tell you how I do it. There's very simple. There's no doubt about it. Here's a picture. You saw a little thumbnail of me there. That's me, and there I am again. And I feel super. I don't have any aches or pains or anything. I don't take any medications of any kind. You can tell, I'm not a weakling. I am in great shape. I've seen a lot of people at my age, and they don't look good. There's no doubt about it. I can think a few right now that come to mind that, look about, 20 years older or even older. And there's no reason for that. You can age gracefully and actually, you know, look 10, 15 years younger and have the vitality of that younger person also. And I'm going to give you exactly how I do it. There's no doubt about it. First of all, is getting to bed early. I go to bed with the chickens. I go to bed by 8 o'clock, and that means I'm moving towards bed, getting my water together and all that kind of stuff. By 8:30, I'm usually in bed, quarter to 9, and I sleep deeply also. It's real because I do an hour of meditation before that. So it's about allowing ourselves to clear our mind so we can get a deep rest and then wake up in the morning refreshed. And I also recommend you set an alarm so you don't have to reach over and look at the clock all the time. Or if you're going to be doing that, set the clock on the other side of the room so you're not tempted to do that all the time. It's not a good idea. And also, cut down on your liquids in the evening so you don't have to get up and go to the bathroom. Once or twice is fine. I usually go once in the middle of the night, usually around 1 o'clock. And then just before getting up, time to get up, I usually have to go to the bathroom also. So usually once or twice. It depends on what I'm, consuming that evening. But try to, cut down a little bit. Get most of your liquids during the day. And then I get up, use the bathroom and shave. And also I start doing my affirmations and prayers at that time. And I have a long list of prayers to go through for a lot of people. And also a lot of affirmations that I have for myself and visualizations of also myself and other things that I want to have come true. And so this is really important. I also visualize myself as being strong, muscular, and full of vitality. I think that's really important. Actual scientists did studies where people actually visualize themselves being healthy and muscular and that type of thing, and they actually started to see changes in their bodies over a period of time. So what we think is what we become, and there's no doubt about it. We need to put together our actual acts of what we do every single day, our mind, our body, our spirit, what we think, what we say, what we do, and what we visualize in order to make a change in our life. There's absolutely no doubt about that. When I get up also, after doing all my prayers and visualizations, I check my emails and go through them really quickly, and I do that later on also. But if there's anything really super important, if somebody needs an answer real quick, I do that. And then that's about 15 minutes. And then I allow myself to go in and take my chlorella, 3,000 milligrams, which is important. I also take about 400 milligrams of red microalgae, which is a marine sea algae also. And also I get up and put together breakfast and play with the dogs, and that's a really important part of my day also, is having fun with our dogs. Our dogs are a lot of fun, and enjoyment of life is really, really, really important. If we're happy inside, we really do feel great, absolutely positively. And then after that, I play with the dogs, get them fed also, make their food, and I make organic food with them, so I got to do it every day. And get them out the door, and then we go for a walk, about 2-mile walk we have little dogs, so we don't have to go for long, long walks with them. To get a 2-mile walk in with them, that takes about, with them stopping and everything, and it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. Then come back, and then we do, the dogs and I, we do our meditation together. That's an hour in the morning. And I actually sit still. One dog's on one side. Actually, another dog is either on the other side or on the floor. And we sit in there. I go inward and concentrate on my breathing and concentrate on anything on the inside of me and just go inward. And that is so peaceful and healing and allows myself to actually heal from the inside out. And not only my brain, but also the rest of my body. I find it absolutely indispensable. I will not go without doing my meditation 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. Also, then I get out and we take the dogs. We actually make breakfast in the morning. This morning we had quinoa with papaya and blueberries and banana, and all organic, of course. And for my wife and I also give the dogs a little papaya. They like it. All organic, of course. And then I get about my day. Actually, we go outside and I work in the garden and water things and that type of thing. It rained last night, so I didn't have to water. So pulling weeds and that type of thing. And the dogs like being out with me in the morning. And so we run around the yard, do a few things that need to be done. Then I come back in and do my writing and also put together videos. And or after that, the rest of the day starts to follow. And as the day progresses, I start munching on different types of veggies. I will munch on cucumbers and tomatoes and different types of veggies, cauliflower, broccoli, all kinds of different things. Carrots are one of my favorites. I love cucumbers. I eat at least one whole cucumber every single day. And getting in those diuretic, great veggies is really important. And so I'm munching on veggies all the time. That's kind of like from till about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And then when I eat my dinner, my wife and I like to eat early, 3, 4 o'clock, sometimes earlier, depends. And I put together a soup or stew, all kinds of goodies, casseroles I make, and that's a hot meal. So I'm eating raw almost all day, throughout the day, and then we have a hot meal in the evening. And so if you go to my website, paulhaider.com, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see my diet. And you click on that, you'll see my diet and lifestyle, and it's anti-inflammatory. And one of the most important things is to eat organic. I mean, if there's 32 chemicals in the average potato is not organic, over 40, and the average parsley is not organic. And I can tell right away if I eat something is not organic, I feel terrible, absolutely terrible. And I start having inflammation going on in my body. I have crackling in my ears and my crackling in my neck, cracking in my neck, and I just don't feel good. So we eat exclusively organic. And we have a food vendor that we get an email on Tuesday and we check off what we want and they deliver it on Thursday. It's $50 and it's more than what we can eat in a whole week. And it's really great and saves us a lot of money because it's cheaper than regular food in the stores. So we were eating organic a lot and all the time. And it's really great stuff. Also, we try to get in beans every single day. Whether it be chickpeas or garbanzos or pink beans or kidney beans, whether it be, black beans, which is one of my favorites, all kinds of beans. I think that they're really, really, really important. I eat anywhere from 12 to 24 ounces of beans every day. The average American, only 4% of us actually eat beans. I'm one of them. And I think it's really important that we eat a lot of beans. We find that this builds a great environment for the probiotics to grow. Also, I'll try to eat some sauerkraut every day, a couple tablespoons, or at least once a week, a big cup full of sauerkraut, which is really good. Or have some kimchi once in a while and to go along with that, because we need to build up those probiotics in our gut. and that's super important for good mental health or good health in general, and to actually feel great all the time. So I highly recommend that you eat some fermented foods. Back in the old days, in the early part of the United States, the 1700s, and also in the 1800s and that type of thing, we ate a lot of fermented foods in the winter because that's all we had. If it was snowing outside, there was nothing really. So you went down on the root cellar, you got your fermented foods, and you ate them up there through the winter. And during the summer, you had all the fruits and veggies and that type of thing. And so we had this cycle going on of a wonderful rebuilding of probiotics every year. And then we got into the fruits and vegetables, then we go back to the probiotic foods. And so it was a great way to do that. But we kind of gotten away from that. So we really need to get those fermented probiotic foods in, and also the fiber. Also try to get in lots of green cooked bananas. I like to do it this way myself. Take and peel the bananas that are green and boil them. They won't get soft just like a potato. No, they actually about 20 minutes, and then they are still going to be firm, but then you take them out, let them cool, and add them to anything, or it's really a great thing. Very common in the Caribbean, very common in Central and South America, really good for you. Full of resistant starch and really does your body good and helps to build those probiotics because those resistant starches help to heal the body in general. I also, during the time that I'm working out in the yard, I also come in after that and I work out. I do usually a whole bunch of exercises. I just started doing 100 pull-up crunches with concentric rings I have, the ones that the athletes use for doing the, iron cross. I can't do that, but I can do a pull-up crunch, which is really a lot of fun. Good for your abdomen, good for your shoulders, and really good. And in the afternoon also, I go to the mall because it's so hot here, and walk some more. I put in another 6 miles at the mall. Once around our mall, either top level or bottom level is 1.14 miles. So I do 6 rounds. It's actually a little over 6 miles. And that gives me a total of 8 miles every day, or a little bit over 8 miles. So it's a great way to go. It's not only good for the body, and walking is one of the greatest exercises of the back. And I have 2 fused vertebrae in my back and 3 just about collapsed discs in my back. And walking is really great for the back. If you have back pain, I highly recommend it. Also, walking is really good. It allows you to free up tension inside your body, and you let go of stress. And it's also good to check in with friends and say hello. And I have a lot of friends I've made in the mall, and just go by and say hello and see what's going on. As I would do it outside, but it's just too hot here during the afternoons. Also, it's really important to do the evening meditation of another hour. And after about 7 o'clock, I also sit down and watch a movie or some documentary, usually a documentary, Amazon Prime or somewhere, YouTube or something like that, for about an hour. And then I go do my meditation for another hour. And then I'm ready for bed. And I get my glass of water, and sometimes take chamomile tea or linden flower tea once in a while. Also fennel tea or cardamom tea is really great. Not always, just once in a while. And that really helps to soothe the body. But the most important thing is to do the meditation every day in the evening, so you get relax the mind, relax the spirit, relax the ability to calm the spirit, so we feel good inside. Also, right before breakfast or right during breakfast, I take usually a complex of bee pollen, propolis, and royal jelly, different things at different days, maybe some zinc, magnesium, also multiple vitamin. And also, if I have any inflammation going on from working out, I will take some boswellia. That is rarely. Also marshmallow root once in a while, also throughout the week. Activated charcoal on a regular basis, also quercetin, that type of thing, and always, just about always, some turmeric, raw whole turmeric type of thing also. So these are the things that keep me moving forward. And I think it's really important to uh, have a real sense of, this is what I want to do in my life. This is what I want to go for. This is what I want to change in my life. Also, you have to have a discipline. And I think the discipline is really important. I'm going to get in a meditation. I'm going to get in my exercise. I'm going to get in my walk. I'm going to take the time to do the prayers. I'm going to take the time, to accomplish what I want in the garden. So it's a discipline of the mind, the body, the spirit. And I think there's 7 areas that most important and a must in your life that needs to be taken care of every day. The mind, the body, the spirit, the relationships, your social life, your financial life, and your core beliefs. Most people put so much emphasis on the financial life they've forgotten about the other 6. So I think it's really important that we have a balance in our life. If we get so off balance, that throws everything in our life off, and we end up sick. We end up, not feeling good. We end up with muscles that ache. We end up with, having depression. We end up with allowing ourselves to feel overworked. I know one particular man right now has 2 different diseases going on because he didn't really balance his life. He just sat and sat and sat and did work on the computer, and now he's kind of paying for the whole thing at a big price. So it's really important to balance life, and life is a balance. There's no doubt about that. So this is what I do every single day. It's really easy to get somebody to pull you away from your balance. It's easy for, allow people to say, oh, you don't need to do your walking today. Let's do this, that type of thing. No, I need to go do my walking for me. And those times between, 4:30 in the morning till about 9 o'clock, that's my time, me time. And nobody takes that away from me. That is the time I need to, take care of myself and really do what I need to do. And I think it really is important to have that me time. Most people don't have me time whatsoever. A lot of people also are taking time to help others, but they forgot about the me. If we can't help ourselves, we can't help anybody else. So allow yourself to, take a change in your life. We also have a home gym. I have a TRX. I have the 2, pull-up rings that we have. I have a Tower 200, which actually is a Tower 400 now, which is a weight machine. And you can ask my wife, I use them all the time. I mean, every single day I use everything. And I'm really a fanatic about making sure I get my workout every single day. If we don't take care of the temple, how's it going to help us when we get older? So I think it's really important that we keep that balance going and get in the organic food, take care of our body with exercise, get out into the sun and do some gardening or walking out in the sun. Allow yourself to make the time to keep that balance of the 7 areas of life. And you can look good and feel good like me. I don't take any medications. I don't have any aches or pains. And you can be exactly like me and feeling great. And of course, your daily life is going to be slightly different, but that's you. And of course, I want you to be you, but these are what I do to make life happen for me and feel great. Even when I'm 66 and I'm going to live to be 150, I promise you that, and feel great and feel good. And you can too. If you have questions, feel free to call me at 831-869-9119, 831-869-9119. My email address is drpaulhaider@gmail.com, drpaulhaider@gmail.com. And you hit show more down below. All the shows up there, so you can look for it. Also, if my Skype address is Dr. Paul Haider, you can Skype me. Also, you can text me, you can WhatsApp me with my phone number. Also, if you care to make a donation, go to paulhaider.com. All my videos, my writing is there. 6,000, almost 6,000 articles, and growing also. And so, if you care to can make a donation, there's a donation spot there, and I really, really, really appreciate that, my wife and I. And also, if you care to send some prayers our way, we really, really appreciate that also. Uh, Also, if you would like to do a consultation with me, contact me in any way, shape, or form, and let's get your life moving in the right direction so you can be 66 and look like me and feel like me and really have the energy and vitality that you deserve, and let's make it a great life. And remember, the most important things are, remember God, and remember, I love you.